Welcome back to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. It's a new month. We've got a new unboxing of the board game Bento. For those who don't know, board game Bento is the latest box from Blind Ferret, who also does the Comic Bento. Inside, you get a whole bunch of board games that they curate and send to you. It's one of the numerous boxes out there for the Geek set. We're trying to go through them, give a nice little flavor of it. We give each box 3 tries to see how they do. This one's got its second, and we're going to see if this is any better. The first box, I don't think was bad. I know some folks online were not a fan of it. Now, all the games weren't necessarily winners, but you generally got your money's worth. It wasn't like a huge saving based off of checking things on Amazon and deals like that. But, you know, I'm not expecting to pay whatever, $50 or whatever it is and be getting $100 worth of stuff. It's just not the way it works. So the fact is, some of the games I thought were kind of cool. There were some that I had not heard of and wanted to give a try out, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, be able to play games, even if it's a couple times, could be worth it. So as a whole, the box was kind of a bit mixed. Was it great? No. Was it bad? I don't think so either. So we're going to crack this one open. I'm going to show off what's inside and go from there. I will say the one thing I wasn't a huge fan of in the last box was there was some filler. There was a thing of like bands for boxes, so that was kind of meh. And there was a little notebook. So the notebook wasn't like horrible. It was just kind of thrown in there. But we've got here the FUNgeon. The FUNgeon, we've got fun and games. Dungeon is far too good a word for so narrow a definition. Is there really such a need for a word specifically for subterranean prisons? Gaming and the English language is indebted to whoever broadened the meaning of dungeon to include the elaborate bases of terrible monsters. Monsters like, we've got Boss Monster, the next level. I actually think I have a copy of this sitting over in my pile of games to play. So this is standalone expansion. This is Boss Monster 2. I do believe I backed the Kickstarter. So, unfortunately, I believe this is a duplicate for me. So it'll be trade material or going up on eBay or whatever. You know, that is one of the things about these sort of boxes. You risk getting something that you already have. Pretty sure I have it. I don't know. I'd have to double check. I think I already have it though. So it is a lesson that you do possibly get something that you already have. And then there's also Tools of the Hero Kind. Again, I believe this is another item that I have. Kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure I picked up this at Gen Con. I will have to double check though to make sure. So again, kind of a bummer, but you know, you run that risk. We have Adventure Meeples from Meeple Source. So, hopefully, I don't know if you'll see these. So, a big thing that's out is what I will call high-quality meeples. Meeples are the small little figures. People like figures in games. There's a whole bunch of companies out that are like painting meeples, creating fancier meeples. I don't know, fancy meeples? Feeples? I don't know. I feel like there should be a word for this or a description of them. I've never gotten any. I actually think these are really, really cool. So there is an elf, it looks like, an elf ranger, kind of like an orcish person, a wizard, and like an angel. So these are actually, it's really, really cool. I do say I love these things. I've seen them at Gen Con quite often. I always think they're really, really neat. So that's from MeepleSource.com. Next we have In the City Origins. This is a game I do not know. The king has died. To save the city from usurpers, you must use skill, stealth, and cunning to outwit your enemies. Shifting alliances, unreliable partners, and devious opponents all complicate your path to the throne. Manipulate aristocrats, generals, and ignoble citizenry as you seize the crown and save your city. This is 45 to 60 minutes, 2 to 5 players, ages 9 up. So 2-player game. Boss Monster is also a 2 to 4 player games. This is a 2 to 5 player game, and the expansion goes with Boss Monster. So that's kind of cool. This is, I don't know this game. I haven't played it. Don't know how good it is, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And then this one I'm actually excited about. So this was a game I've wanted to buy this for a while. It's a great joke. It's the deck building game. I know, coming back from Gen Con, this was one I wanted to get, and just for some reason I didn't. I don't know why. I told the concept to my wife, who loves deck building games. She laughed, so this is a winner. This is actually kind of cool. So far, to me, this is a much better second box. Finally moved from rival nobles to vying for citywide rule to rival your neighbors, vying for backyard bragging rights in the deck building. The deck building game by Dice Hat Me Games. You play a homeowner building a deck, i.e. raised patio, by building a deck, i.e. stack of cards. I'll be honest, 90% of why I picked this game was the layered pun of the title, but ended up being my favorite purchase from Gen Con 2015. Hearing that, I'm kind of a little pissed that I did not get this. And then finally, we have kind of a squeezy die from them that's not on their card, so I think it's just kind of a giveaway. They do that sort of thing, which is, it's kind of cool. So going over everything again, we've got the deck building game. This is a 2-player game, age 13 and up, 15 minutes, from Greater Than Games, LLC, and Dice Hat Me Games. So that's a winner. I'm actually kind of excited for that one. Next we have In the City Origins. This is by Sherwood Games. It's a 2 to 5 player game, age 9 and up, 45 to 60 minutes, from Sherwood Games. In the City Origins. If you haven't heard that one, definitely want to check it out. This one I would actually be super excited for if I didn't already own it. This is Boss Monster 2, The Next Level, and Boss Monster Tools of Hero Kind Expansion. Boss Monster is a great game for 2 to 4 players, 13 and up. It's about 30 minutes to play, from Brotherwise Games. The best way I could describe it is take all those great 8-bit games that you go through dungeons and put it in card game form. So that's actually kind of cool. It's great inclusion in the set. And then we have Adventure Meeples. Yeah, so I think they're cool. I don't know how much I'll use them. Maybe I could use them for Boss Monster or some other thing just for the fun of it. I really do like the fancier meeples that folks are doing. So I give them some bonus on that. And then we just have this squeezy marshmallow-ish die. Altogether, like, it's not a bad box. If I didn't have Boss Monster, I would be way more excited about it. But I have it. It is what it is. I'll go maybe donate it to friends, see if any of them want it, and trade it away or something. Who knows? But overall, like, second box I think is much better than the first box. There's things I'm actually excited for. There was one game that I'm super excited for, one I would have been excited for if I didn't already have it, and then the next game, which I don't know anything about, so can't really say I'm excited for it. And then you get the cool fancy meeples. So overall, first box was meh. Second box, I like it. I do like it. I'm going to keep on going. We're going to do at least one more box, and then we'll reassess from there. But overall, I mean, if you're a board game fan, you're looking to build on your collection, you know, you don't know what to get, boxes like this, I do want to say they're kind of a great way to go. They're being collated and created from folks who love board games and want to share their love for board games with you. So it's a solid alternative and option to expand your board game collection. Check it out. This is Board Game Bento. We'll have a link underneath where you can sign up and get your own. But thanks for watching. This is Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, we're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy. We keep it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep rolling those die and keep it geeky.